There's no denying it, there are a lot of platformers being released onto Steam these days. In 2017, it's pretty hard to make a platformer stick out, as it would seem there are not a lot of ways to innovate in the genre. That is why Shadowbug is such a breath of fresh air. In Shadowbug, there is no time for a story. Immediately after booting up the game, it is go time. No cutscene, nothing. The game tells you to start moving. While this may be a down for some, I appreciated the fact that the developers didn't just try to put in a story for no reason. I imagine they wanted to focus on things like gameplay, because Shadowbug is quite fun. You move left to right like any normal platformer, except you can't jump. The way you move in the air is by attacking different enemies. You do this by moving your Firefly over them and pressing the right trigger. Moving like this creates a dynamic feeling that I've never really felt in another game. This also makes the player have to pay attention to what is ahead of them and the positioning of the enemies, as if you move at the wrong time, it is certain death. You will die a lot in Shadowbug, and that can be frustrating. However, most of the time, the game never sends you back too far. Shadowbug isn't a very long game either, touting 35 levels along with 6 boss fights. The boss encounters are a highlight of the game, as you really have to focus on the mechanics in order to defeat them, and they are way bigger than you. Shadowbug is a platformer that feels like it was designed to be played on the keyboard and mouse, which is why it is frustrating I had to play using a controller. Anytime I would try to use my keyboard and mouse, I would feel a very noticeable movement lag on the game, to the point where it almost became unplayable. This is an issue, and one that needs to be fixed as soon as possible. On the plus side of things, Shadowbug has a beautiful aesthetic reminiscent of Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. The blacks are so black you can't see anything, which makes the bright, vibrant colors even more vibrant. On top of that, the score is genuinely good. You definitely need to go buy the soundtrack for this one. In the end, Shadowbug has some great upsides. It's one of the most original platformers I've personally played in a long time. The visuals are stunning, and the soundtrack is amazing. The only downside is that the controls can be a bit clunky on the controller, so my overall rating for Shadowbug is a B+. If they can fix the keyboard and mouse setup, expect this one to be an A. This has been Andrew Holmes for UberCrit.com, and I will see you next time.